Rich, we're back again so soon.
I know. It took us between John Carpenter and Joe Dante, it was 3 years.
Yeah.
Now here we are, it's a few months.
Well, it was kind of spur of the moment, as much as these things can be when you have to watch over a dozen movies. But we did the Joe Dante one, and then I was like, oh wait, Sam Raimi has a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
We should do Sam Raimi because out of the three we've done now, he's the only one that's still kind of actively working as a director. John Carpenter's not going to make another movie.
No.
He's too busy playing video games.
More power to the man.
Oh, sure. He's earned it. And Joe Dante, if he were ever going to come back, I would think it would be for Gremlins 3, but that's proven not to be the case.
Yeah.
Which I'm not surprised by.
Do you really think he would come back for Gremlins 3? I mean, he made Gremlins 2 as a fuck you to the concept of doing a sequel to Gremlins.
He did tank his own franchise.
Yeah.
Even if that weren't the case, I think just modern day Warner Brothers is not going to hire Joe Dante to do a modern blockbuster movie. It's just, that's over for him. That's fine. He's earned his place to sit back and relax.
Directors are over. The future is AI and cheaply cranking things out with AI.
Yeah. Or just even not including AI, just yes men directors. Yeah. Which is, again, why Sam Raimi's interesting to talk about. He has a new movie out that feels like a Sam Raimi movie.
It's like something he made just for himself.
He does that. He did that after Spider-Man 3. He's like, all right, enough of this shit. I'm going to make Drag Me to Hell. And then he did the Doctor Strange movie. And he's like, all right, enough of this shit. I'm going to make two people on an island. I will say, though, out of the rankings we've done, I think this was the hardest for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's... Oh, God. I could make... I don't know if this sounds strange to you. I could probably make two separate lists, and I knew how they would go.
Yeah.
But, merging them together was next to impossible.
How do you weigh a simple plan against Army of Darkness?
Yes! Yes, and it's nearly impossible. What I've come to learn is there's two different types of Sam Raimi movies. There are Sam Raimi movies, and then there are just real movies.
Yeah, there's
some
crossover.
Yeah.
I think when we talk about Spider-Man, especially the sequels, they kind of become Sam Raimi movies as they go along. But there's that period, that late 90s into the 2000s, where it's because he famously came up with the Coen brothers, but he made Evil Dead schlock, and they were making critically acclaimed, I don't mean this as a negative, but smarter movies.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's that period in the early 2000s, late 90s, where Sam Raimi was like, I'm going to prove that I can make a quote-unquote real movie. So he had his little run where he made real movies. And then once he proved that he could successfully do that, he just went right back to making schlock.
He got it out of his system.
He's look, see, I can do that. Bye. And that's why he's an interesting and unique filmmaker.
Yeah, yeah. So I almost could give you two separate lists, but I've managed to Frankenstein them to one singular list. And
yeah.
I'm gonna preface something here, okay?
Okay.
This is not a ranking of which are the most important or relevant Sam Raimi movies. This is a ranking of which are my personal favorite in order.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. People were mad at me about Halloween. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, am I gonna piss you off this time.
I will say, as far as my list goes, I'm surprised that some of the movies on my list are as low as they are. Because there are ones on here that I love, but they ended up lower on my list than I would have expected. Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about it. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
And as usual, we'll go through our list starting at the bottom. We'll say what ours are, but we'll talk about them in order that they appear on your list. I think that's the best way to go.
That's the tradition, because my list is usually the one that's all fucked up and weird.
It makes it more fun.
It makes it more fun.
So you should have 16 movies?
I have 16.
Okay. My number 16 is Oz the Great and Powerful.
Okay. My number 16 is Army of Darkness.
All right, we're canceling this video.
No, I'm completely and utterly full of shit.
Okay.
My number 16 is Crime Wave. It's the bottom of my list, but it's almost so bad I'm not going to say so bad it's good. It's so bad it's interesting to talk about.
It's a very interesting movie.
It is not an uninteresting movie. It's just painful to watch.
What I wrote was always wacky, never funny.
Yes! Yes!
And it's an interesting backstory because it was Sam Raimi's second movie. He did Evil Dead, and that was, of course, him and his friends out in the woods making their movie just completely independently on their own. It became a big hit. So then they had actual producers come on and say, hey, come make a movie for us. And so they pitched this crime wave movie, which they co-wrote with the Coen brothers. And you can see a lot of Coen brothers in it. Inept criminals and misunderstandings and all that kind of stuff. But the studio completely lost faith in them as they were making the movie because they were still trying to make the movie the way they made Evil Dead, which is on their own terms, no sort of set schedule or time, shooting 12, 14-hour days. And the producers are like, you can't do that.
There are unions.
There are unions.
There are rules.
And they weren't used to that. So the producers kind of took over the project. They tried to lock him out of editing. And so I'd heard all these stories for a really long time, and the movie was almost impossible to find up until like a decade ago.
I had to sign up for something to watch this. I had to sign up for something called MGM Plus, which I have literally never heard of before.
Oh, everyone has a streaming service, Reg.
Yeah.
But it used to be the first time I saw it, because I grew up loving Sam Raimi, seeking out all of his movies, and I could not find Crime Wave anywhere. It wasn't on VHS. I couldn't find it anywhere. So the first time I saw it was actually on a Japanese bootleg DVD, like maybe 20 years ago at this point. And because I'd heard all these stories, read interviews and stuff, I was expecting it to be more of a disaster than it was.
It is a disaster.
It's pretty competent. The problem is it's never funny, and it's hard to say how much of that is Sam Raimi and how much of it is the producers messing with it.
I wrote down something like, okay, I hate watching this. I wrote that somewhere. I just wrote, I hate watching this.
Really? Okay.
It did not land for me.
I mean, it doesn't land, like I said.
There's nothing worse than bad humor.
That's true. What this movie is lots of bad humor interspersed with very creative set pieces. There's a couple sequences in this movie. If they were in a better movie, they would be amazing. The part where, what's her name? Louise Lasser is running through that doorway hallway.
Yep.
That's a beautifully constructed sequence.
It is the best scene in the film, I would say. The carpet pull, that was kind of creative.
Yes.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah. So there's little moments like that where you're like, I can see what they were trying to do. That shot early on, it takes place during like a big windstorm. And there's this wide shot showing the whole city block, and then the camera's dollying across it. And there's all these little moments happening in that frame where it's like, there's so much talent, you can see it, and it just doesn't come together. And the biggest misstep, and it's higher on my list. Not a lot, but it is higher. But I think it would be probably 2 or 3, maybe even 4 places higher if Bruce Campbell was playing the lead.
I haven't seen you here before. I like that in a woman.
That's the biggest detriment, is the producers didn't want Bruce Campbell as the lead. They beefed up his side role, and he's the best part of the movie. But if he were in that lead, I think it would change a lot of the dynamic of the whole thing.
And I did write down, I hate the lead. He's terrible. He's absolutely cringe the whole way through. But I don't know that it would have been a good role for Bruce Campbell.
It would have been a different role.
It would have been different. Bruce Campbell is at his best when he's playing an asshole.
That's true. That's why he's great in his supporting role in this movie.
And I don't know that he would have worked as the affable, likable, sympathetic lead.
I think if he played the part, it would just naturally become an asshole just because of his personality. I think it would have been a different character. Because that guy, he's playing it like, aw shucks, goofy, doesn't work. He's not awful, but he's not right for this type of movie.
They're going for a tone, and it just doesn't land.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
It's the closest that Sam Raimi, because he famously loves the Three Stooges, it's the closest he got to making like a Three Stooges movie.
No, it's not.
You're talking about A Simple Plan, of course, right? the laugh riot that is A Simple Plan.
I'm actually talking about Evil Dead 2.
Okay, that's fair.
Evil Dead 2 is the closest he ever got to making a Three Stooges movie.
But that's taking Three Stooges gags and putting them in a horror film. This is like goofy characters getting bonked on the head.
That's why I'm gonna bash your sticky little skull.
And the fact that it is like a Coen Brothers project makes it interesting.
This feels more like a Coen Brothers movie. This feels like the prototype for movies like Raising Arizona.
If you want to see the good version of this, watch something like Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
That's where the humor really works.
Yeah.
And lands in a way that this doesn't. But yeah, there's little nods like Hudsucker
Penitentiary. State Penitentiary.
Yeah, Frances McDormand is a nun at one point, very briefly.
Bluto from Popeye is in this.
Dubbed over by someone else.
That guy from Blade Runner is in this. And that voice he does.
Gets tiring quick.
Immediately.
It's not often I get a chance to meet a girl like you.
Oh, there's that one character. He plays like one of the corporate guys who's plotting against the other corporate guy.
Yeah.
Is he related to Sam Raimi? It looks like it could be his like dad or uncle or something.
That guy, this is a weird thing about the movie too. That guy, his name is Edward R. Pressman. He's a producer. And I believe this is the only time he ever acted. For whatever reason, Sam Raimi wanted to put him in the movie as an actor.
Okay.
So that's why he's produced tons of movies. He's a very successful producer. And then I thought, when I in rewatching all these movies, I got to Spider-Man. And one of the like corporate guys in the boardroom with Willem Dafoe, I thought was him again. I was like, oh, that's cute. Sam Raimi put him in again. It's the guy in the wheelchair. And then it turns out that's not him. It's just some other guy that looks a lot like him.
Okay.
What?
And it is an important movie because if this wasn't such a horrible failure, he probably wouldn't have made Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
So it's an important movie in the history of Sam Raimi's career.
It's an amazing amount of talent to see in a movie that kind of fails.
Yeah, you see like the end car chase with the famous, the Oldsmobile, and they're going down the street. They shot the whole movie in Detroit, which is where they started and where they made all their early movies. And you're like, wow, this amazing car chase. The guy's like hanging from one car into another. It's really elaborate and impressive. And it just feels like such a waste.
We learned from Evil Dead how to succeed. We learned from Crime Wave how to fail.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
My number 15, I have For Love of the Game.
My number 15 is For the Love of the Game.
Okay.
And unlike Crime Wave, this one is not interesting to talk about.
I mean, this movie was like scientifically designed to not appeal to me in any way.
Jay.
Yes.
I'm a baseball fan, and this movie does not appeal to me in any way.
Well, that's because it's not really, I mean, it's kind of, baseball is a metaphor, Rich.
I would rather be watching Moneyball, which is a movie about two men heroically reevaluating the use of baseball statistics.
As I put, two boring people in an on-again, off-again relationship mildly bicker for 2 hours.
There you go.
That's the movie.
That's the entire fucking movie. I also wrote down schmaltz.
Yes.
There's a lot of baseball schmaltz that feels insincere. I wrote, oh no, the fading sports legend won't be a Tiger anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's not likable. That's the thing.
No.
I don't like baseball. I don't like Kevin Costner. And I don't like schmaltz. So this movie has all three of those. And Kevin Costner is not charming or likable in any way.
V8. It's a refreshing blend of 8 vegetable juices.
This is the most like director for hire movie. I don't know if this was just him trying to prove like I can make a generic studio movie. I can be one of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why he made it because I know he was not originally attached to it. It's one of those like studio projects where they go, let's pitch it to Rob Reiner. He turned it down. Let's pitch it whoever.
I need to save my career. They're offering me this movie. I need to take it because they're never going to let me make Evil Dead 4. Is that what this is?
It could be. I'm not going to take any risks. I'm not going to put anything weird in it, anything goofy. I don't even like the like structure of it because it's framed around the framework of the movie is him playing his last game, and throughout the game we get these flashbacks.
And it's going to be like the perfect game, which is it's a baseball thing. Nobody gets a hit on you or gets on base in any way.
Right.
It's very rare.
And so as that game goes on, he flashes back to the events throughout his life with his on-again, off-again relationship with Kelly Preston. The baseball stuff is well directed, like it looks nice, but anytime they cut away from it, I'd like my eyes just glazed over.
See, the problem is the heart of this movie is the most boring relationship ever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the worst relationship, because that's in another one of these movies.
Sure.
But it is the most boring relationship that has ever been committed to film, and that's the heart of this movie. If they were flashing back to like just things that shaped him as a baseball player, maybe it would have worked.
Yeah, expand it beyond this boring relationship
Yes,
stuff.
his dad teaching him to play catch, some shit like that. I don't know, but...
Well, I don't know what was changed. I could definitely tell early on, and I looked this up afterwards to confirm it. Early on, there was 2 different scenes where it felt like there was supposed to be a harder swear word that was edited out.
You know, you are the greatest freaking ball player out there, and I'm sorry.
And there was a part where I could tell that he said fuck. He says like, you're the best fucking player or something like that. But in the movie he says friggin' or something like that. But then he apologizes to her for swearing. And I was like, but he didn't swear. So that was the first one. And then later Kelly Preston does the same thing.
Because I just don't screw like that.
So I was like, was this movie edited down from an R? And I looked it up afterwards and it was. Kevin Costner famously has a huge ego. Which leads to movies like The Postman, which is like the most expensive black tank top movie ever made. But there's apparently a scene in the original cut of the movie where he did full frontal nudity. And so you saw like Kevin Costner's dick.
Yeah.
And then they did test screenings and the audiences were like, we don't want to see Kevin Costner's dick. So they edited the thing down to a PG-13 from an R, and Kevin Costner was very upset that the world did not get to see his dick.
Weird.
So that was my only other observation, was like this was definitely edited down to a PG-13.
As a baseball fan, can I bitch about something?
Absolutely.
The team he's playing against are in the race for the playoffs. They have to win that game to make the playoffs. That's the stake. The stakes aren't for Kevin Costner's team, it's for the other team, right?
Okay.
They need to score desperately. And so, at the end of the movie, they send in an inexperienced rookie to face Kevin Costner.
Drama.
Their entire season's on the line, and they send up the September call-up rookie. It's not how this works. The kid needed to get the hit.
And he realizes
it actually would have been a better movie if the kid got the hit, and the hero has to patch the torch to the next generation, and that's how he moves on from baseball.
There's more to life than winning the game.
It would have fucking worked a lot better.
Yeah.
Now he's got to go out on top.
That's like the original Rocky. He loses.
Yeah.
He loses the match, but he wins in life.
Yes. Fail. Fail.
That's the only. I don't know why I have that above Oz the Great and Powerful. Maybe I'd switch those.
On a related note, why is baseball so romanticized as opposed to any other sport?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
It's America's pastime. You can use it like in this movie. It's a metaphor for life. What's a Field of Dreams? It's a metaphor for his relationship with his dad or something.
Right.
Isn't that what the movie's about? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I never saw it. I hate Kevin Costner.
They don't make movies like that about like hockey. They'll make hockey movies, but they're like comedies, screwball comedies.
Or they're actually about hockey.
Yeah.
And movies like this, baseball is always representative of something else. I think because it's so slow, you could have characters just hang around on the field and contemplate.
That is the magic of baseball.
If you're into it, sure.
Yeah. I think baseball got us. I'm not talking about Sam Raimi movies right now, but whatever. I think baseball got so to become America's pastime because it worked perfectly on radio.
Oh, sure.
The guy can just take his time and just describe everything that happens on the field that's relevant.
Yeah.
Unlike soccer, the ball's over there. The ball's over there. This guy.
Yeah.
I have more to say about baseball than I have to say about this movie, is what I'm getting at.
The only other thing I wanted to point out is that J.K. Simmons is in this as a coach.
Yeah.
which is another like crime wave. Crime wave led to Evil Dead 2. J.K. Simmons in this led to being the best casting maybe in movie history with Spider-Man.
There's no maybe. That is the best casting in movie. That's right up there with Shelley Duvall as Olive Oyl.
Yes, yes.
Nobody else is allowed to play that role ever again.
You're fired.
Chief, the planetarium party.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
So that's the best thing I could say about For Love of the Game. J.K. Simmons was in it. But Sam Raimi liked him so much. That's something to point out. Sam Raimi, if he likes you, he will keep using you.
Yeah.
He is very loyal to actors, going all the way to Oz the Great and Powerful, all the Evil Dead ladies from the original Evil Dead. It's like a 2-second shot, but they're in there. He'll just keep using you.
That's all I got to. Are we moving on?
Yes.
All right. What's your number 14?
My number 14 is Doctor Strange.
Okay.
And the Multiverse of Madness.
My number 14 is The Gift.
Ooh.
Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me, you motherfucker!
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm not into it.
Yeah?
I'm not into it. It's it's a murder mystery that's not really a good mystery. It's just a bunch of red herrings.
I wouldn't say it's... Well, I will say I figured out the mystery very early on. There was a certain point in the movie where I was like, okay, I know where this is going.
The second they introduced the fiance, I'm like, oh, he's gonna murder her.
Yeah.
You think we'll live happily ever after?
Because he's too nice. Everybody else is like, there's so obviously something wrong with them. This movie, the strength of this movie for me is mainly the acting. I think Keanu Reeves is great in this. He's normally Keanu Reeves in everything.
Playing an asshole, which unusual for him.
An abusive husband to Hilary Swank, and he's genuinely scary in it.
Yeah.
That first scene where he breaks into Cate Blanchett's house and is like threatening her and yelling at her, like he's really intimidating. He's really good. I was distracted though in that scene. I wrote in my notes, they use we use a lot of sound effects over and over in our videos. There's a squeaky door sound effect. I've used it 1,000,000 times. And they used that sound effect 3 times in that one scene. It's a very intense scene, but I was pulled out of it by that squeaky door. But no, I like The Gift. It's number 5 on my list.
Oh wow!
So we're very opposite here.
Well, you know what might have hurt this movie for me? It kept making me think of Sylvia Browne. She was one of those fake psychics who constantly appeared on the Montel Williams show.
Oh.
And she did some disgusting things.
Yeah.
4 months after Sean disappeared, the Akers appeared on the Montel Williams show with self-proclaimed psychic Sylvia Browne. Browne told the distraught parents that Sean was dead. Thankfully, Sean Hornbeck was found last week alive and well.
She's the one who told, Amanda Berry, the one that was kidnapped and held in some guy's basement for over a decade?
Yeah.
Yeah, she told her mother, yeah, she's dead.
Oh.
And Amanda Berry, who was being held captive, saw that on TV. Got to watch her mother lose all hope. Her mother died the next year. Never saw her again.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You could say it's one thing if a psychic, just gives these people fake closure. Yeah, they're dead, so they know. She told one couple that their child was kidnapped and sold into sex slavery in Asia.
Oh, God.
They found the kid dead, died the day she was kidnapped in the neighborhood.
Oh.
But she told this couple, kidnapped, sold, charged people $700 for psychic readings over the phone. Piece of shit. And just because she was a psychic who solved crimes, I was thinking about her while watching this.
Oh, Jesus.
And that did big time affect my ability to enjoy this movie.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Because her one of the things I remember Sylvia Browne saying was, she's in water. She's in water, and that is the plot of this movie.
Yeah.
And I had a hard time getting past that.
Oh, God. Well, I'm glad I didn't know about all that.
Yeah.
The difference, of course, though, that Cate Blanchett is actually psychic.
Yes, because it's a Hollywood movie. She's actually psychic. Yes.
Yeah. Which is interesting. That's one of the things I like about the movie is it's like a domestic drama that also just happens to have a vaguely supernatural element to it. And those combination of elements is interesting to me.
It's the psychic aspect of it is relatively subtle.
Yeah.
Relatively.
There's a couple moments that are very Sam Raimi moments when she has her visions. And then all of a sudden we get these like snap zooms. Feels a little out of place with the kind of realistic tone of the rest of the movie. but it works as like a punctuation of her abilities. So I like all that. I love the cast. Cate Blanchett, I think, is fantastic. Giovanni Ribisi as the dim-witted but very unhinged mechanic character. Like, he's great. That scene where he confronts Keanu Reeves outside the house. Keanu Reeves pulls a gun on him, and he's like, just fucking do it. He puts his head right onto it. Like, it's really intense. Also introduces Rosemary Harris in one of Cate Blanchett's visions, who would go on to be Aunt May.
Yeah.
So again, another future casting, good casting decision.
That was the moment I popped for. I wrote down Aunt May.
Aunt May, yeah.
Aunt May.
For some reason, Peter Parker's aunt is the age of his grandma, but whatever.
That's always been a weird thing.
I was going to ask you about that. We'll get to that when we get to Spider-Man, I guess.
Yeah.
But Rosemary Harris, by the way, still alive.
Oh, really?
Like 90-something.
Good for her.
She's still around.
Good for her.
Yeah. Not Uncle Ben. He died shortly after they made part 3. It's funny, you and Mike did your DS9 video, and Uncle Ben was on one of those episodes.
Oh, I didn't, I was he the farmer guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Uncle Ben.
That's why I recognized him. I couldn't put my fucking finger on it.
I was watching your guys' video. I was like, oh, hey, it's Uncle Ben. Because I think I just rewatched Spider-Man when I was watching that video. But, and J.K. Simmons is in this too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The car is featured prominently in this one. It's Cate Blanchett's car.
As the years go by, having that car just be somebody's primary car gets more and more awkward.
Because it's so old at this point.
It's so fucking old, yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of the sweet spot. Because this movie's like, what, 2000, I think?
Roughly.
So it's like, it's still believable that someone would have that car, especially kind of like a, low-income single mother. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. We're pushing it after that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one other thing that was just a weird random observation. So the end of the movie, it's revealed, spoilers, Greg Kinnear is the killer. Giovanni Ribisi shows up to help save the day. Even though he's scary and been unhinged, he means well. And there's a part where he goes to punch Greg Kinnear, and the musical sting sounds just like the Alan Silvestri music from Back to the Future. When Crispin Glover punches Biff. And I was like, why would you use that as a reference in this movie? This dark drama.
Did he do the music for this?
I don't think so. I didn't write down who did the score, but I don't think it was Alan Silvestri.
Because they did work together for The Quick and the Dead.
Yes, which is very Alan Silvestri.
Yeah.
The score to that movie. No, I think this was No, this wasn't Danny Elfman, but Danny Elfman shows up in it. In one of her visions, she sees someone like playing a instrument. And you just see him for like 1 second, and that was apparently Danny Elfman.
Okay.
Even though he didn't do the music for the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 13 is Crime Wave, which we already talked about. I think it's a little higher on my list just because of it's so interesting.
It is interesting to talk about it, but at the same time, I did write down, I'm 40 minutes in and I feel like it's been 2 hours.
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, objectively, I think all the movies lower on my list are probably better than Crime Wave, but I would rather watch Crime Wave than Doctor Strange.
My number 13, and this is the shitstorm of all. You thought I was a crazy man for ranking Halloween as low as I did? All right, my number 13, fucking Spider-Man.
That's not much higher on my list.
Oh, okay.
And I like Spider-Man. This is where I said I was surprised where some of these things landed. I like all 3 Spider-Mans, but they're not. There's so many more movies that I think are much, much better. Spider-Man is my number 11, so it's not a whole lot higher.
Spider-Man gets.
I know you have a personal history with Spider-Man that I don't.
Yeah, I fucking hate Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker.
Do you genuinely dislike his performance, or it's just not what you picture as Peter Parker?
It's just not Peter Parker. It's not even what I picture as Peter Parker. It's not fucking... Peter Parker is not quiet and wishy-washy.
Okay.
Peter Parker has a fucking mouth. Peter Parker...
Even when he's not Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is a smart... He's not as quiet as Tobey. Tobey's just like He's got that derp face, I think.
The aw shucks face.
Aw shucks face.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him in this role.
Okay.
And when he's got the mask on and he quips, it's cringe every time.
Are you in or are you out? It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
That's not the infamous one. Is did your husband make that for you?
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Which is a quip delivered so poorly, I think it's a genuine compliment.
We should point out that not just this movie, but the entire Spider-Man trilogy is like the series that birthed 1,000 memes.
Yeah.
You're changing. I know. I went through exactly the same thing at your age.
No, not exactly.
Okay. I will say one of the things I do like Uncle Ben in this.
I like pretty much the entire cast in this movie. I don't have a problem with Tobey
Maguire. You don't have like the issue where you're a fan of the comics.
I don't have the personal connection with Tobey Maguire. I think a difference between him as Peter Parker and him as Spider-Man works for me in this movie.
Yeah.
Where he is, kind of nebbishy, geeky Peter Parker, and he's got a little more confidence when he's Spider-Man. In movie terms, that works for me.
See, in my mind, as a fan of the character, there isn't Peter Parker and Spider-Man. There's only Peter Parker and Peter Parker wearing a mask.
Sure.
The only difference I see, but my vision of the character, is that when he's got the mask on and he's anonymous, he's a little bit more insulting, just because he can get away with it.
Yeah.
Mary Jane is not Mary Jane.
I will say, I don't like Kirsten Dunst in these
Kirsten
movies.
Dunst isn't playing Mary Jane. She's playing Gwen Stacy with Mary Jane's hair color and career goals.
Okay.
That character is completely wrong.
I will say, as someone having no connection to the comics, I don't like Mary Jane in these movies.
No, she's terrible.
As a character, she's selfish, she's wishy-washy, she's kind of awful.
This is my least favorite on-screen romance ever. Bar fucking none. They have poor chemistry with each other. I have no idea what they see in each other, and for some reason, everything that Peter Parker does in these movies, it's everything revolves around Mary Jane. He has no agency other than I like Mary Jane. Yeah. I did this or that for Mary Jane. The fucking Spider-Man origin story, right? Mm-hmm. He's this nerdy outcast, and Peter Parker is very, very bitter and angry. Yet, in this, it's just, I like Mary Jane, and that's why I'm doing the things I do. No, he gets the fucking spider bite, and it's like a power corrupt story. Mm. He's this kid who's been bullied. He's angry at the world. Now he's got the power, and he becomes an asshole.
Okay.
Peter Parker looks out for himself. He's not, I gotta get money for the car so Mary Jane will like me. It's like, this movie misses the entire fucking point of Peter Parker's origin story.
Well, let me ask you this, because you obviously had an era of Spider-Man comics that you grew up reading.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi, a little bit older, he liked I guess it would be the Golden Age comics?
No, I'm talking about the fucking original.
Okay, that's what I was curious, if you were just thinking, you have a different view of Spider-Man than Sam Raimi
does. No, at this point, Marvel hadn't rebooted Spider-Man at all. It had been the same continuity for I don't know, when they made this 30 years. Mm. So it all just feels wrong to me, and I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, what I always talk about is Sam Raimi is kind of he's very old-fashioned, he's very intentionally corny, and I think, he probably wanted to have a more likable Peter Parker. Yeah. Someone that you could root for in a way that maybe would turn off a general audience if you made him more of an asshole, which turned out to be the case when he gets to Spider-Man 3, because everybody hates how much of an asshole he is in that, even though we'll get to Spider-Man 3.
No, Spider-Man's origin is more like a Twilight Zone story.
Yeah, and
it's a villain origin story until you get to the twist where he finds out, I'm ultimately the one responsible for all the bad shit that's happened to me.
Yeah, which happens almost immediately in this.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, a problem. But it does kind of inform everything else he does throughout the rest of the movie. So, I don't know. I'm okay with Peter Parker. The supporting cast is kind of what really works with these movies. Obviously, we mentioned J.K. Simmons. Best casting maybe ever.
What's he doing on my front page?
Mr. Jameson, your wife wife is on line 1. She needs to know if you...
Mr. Jameson, there's a page 6 problem.
We have a page 1 problem. Shut up.
Willem Dafoe,
He's great.
probably the best choice you could have. It's a shame they didn't go with the original idea for what he was going to look like. I'm sure you've seen test makeup, because the version in the movie, he looks like a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah, the mirror scene with William Dafoe is probably my favorite scene in this movie.
There's only one who can stop us. Or imagine if he joined us.
When he's talking to himself and you get the cut, the mirror version of him versus the real. Yeah,
it's very. I can't remember. Was this would have been before the Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Because they do something similar with Gollum in that, where he's talking to himself.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
And Willem Dafoe looks like a little goblin, so it's appropriate.
That's great stuff. The fucking finish the prayer. Finish it.
Finish it. That's the most like Sam Raimi.
Finish it! Finish it!
Even though it's like supposed to be a quote unquote scary scene, you can tell that Sam Raimi was probably behind the camera just like cackling because it's so ridiculous.
It is so over the top.
Yeah, and that's when this movie's at its best, is when it's over the top in a good way, in a way that works. When there's the big concerts and the Green Goblin shows up and he's pumpkin bombing everybody and they just turn into skeletons, like goofy shit like that. That's what I like most about the movie, even though I think it's an acceptable first movie. Like when you do these superhero movies, you have to have the origin movie. It's one of those. It doesn't have as much personality as the later Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies have.
It's weirdly bisected too. It's clearly, the origin story is clearly a different story than the Green Goblin story.
That's the case with all these superhero movies. They always have that problem.
They usually do better integrating them, but it's like literally the first half is a different movie than the second half.
I mean, I guess the connection is Harry Osborn because that's his father.
Yeah.
But I guess James Franco's fine in this. I don't know.
He's good in these. He's probably the best character in these movies.
He's more interesting of a character than Peter Parker is by far. He has more drama. There's more going on with him. But I would say that about a lot of superhero movies.
Yeah.
The Tim Burton Batman movies. Batman's the least interesting thing about it. It's always about the villains.
Well, Batman has amazing villains.
Yes. I don't know about Spider-Man as far as the comics go. I only know the villains from the movies.
Spider-Man oozes personality.
Okay.
And he has no personality in these movies, and I hate these movies.
It is fun, though, you have to admit, and I know this is from the comics, his origin story is he enters a wrestling match, right?
Yeah.
That's directly from the comics.
Yeah.
So seeing Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, that is a fun scene. It's not everything in this movie is terrible. That's a fun scene. I love that scene.
I remember seeing this in the theater, and I was excited to see it because I love Sam Raimi, even though I didn't really care about Spider-Man. And I got to that scene, and it was like, is that Macho Man? I haven't thought about him in a decade.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of time.
I never stopped thinking about the Macho Man.
As someone that knew about wrestling when I was a little kid, I knew who Macho Man was, and then I drifted away from it. Was he still wrestling when this movie came out?
Yeah.
I knew him from Slim Jim commercials.
Want to light up your life? Yeah! Never those Slim Jim.
I think that would have been around when the WCW was doing the NWO thing.
Okay.
Which is a lot of initials if you're not a wrestling guy.
I remember that. That's when Hulk Hogan became a bad guy. Yeah, that whole wrestling scene when Peter Parker's heading to the ring, there's a guy like screaming in pain because his leg was broken.
Oh, God, I can't feel my leg.
And then obviously Bruce Campbell, where he tells him that his name sucks.
Human spider, that's it? That's the best you got?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Bruce Campbell is a highlight in all three of these movies.
He has a great cameo in every single one.
Yeah, it's always it makes me wonder, because Sam Raimi didn't write all these movies, but I wonder if he had input and beef up this one tiny role so I can put Bruce Campbell in it. A snooty French waiter. Make it a whole bit. It'll be like a Three Stooges routine.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing we should point out.
Yeah.
The original teaser trailer for this movie came out before 9/11, and it's Spider-Man shoots webs onto bad guys and has them hanging up between the Twin Towers. And then 9/11 happened, and that was just yanked from theaters, that teaser trailer.
Yeah.
But there was also a teaser poster.
Which you can see here.
Is that your poster?
That's Mike's.
Oh, that's Mike's poster.
That's
okay.
Mike's.
It's a rarity. I'm assuming that's probably pretty rare. But yeah, that's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man.
It's fine.
Crucify me in the comments. I don't give a shit.
People do love them Spider-Man.
They love them Spider-Man movies. Because I think most people at this point, they grew up, and I think to them, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker is like the default. And I think in the general populace's eyes, he is the original.
Yeah.
And to me, when that movie came out, he was just kind of the disappointment.
I will say, I do think Tom Holland is a better Spider-Man.
Tom Holland is, like we talk about all the alternate universes these characters have had. It's like a line of comics they had called Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
And it's like they went, redoing Spider-Man's early teenage years. And like the hallmark of that Spider-Man is he's kind of naive.
Okay.
He's perfect for that version of Spider-Man.
Okay.
For that specific version of Spider-Man, the casting would have been 100% spot on for Tom Holland.
All right.
Plus, he's the only live action Spider-Man who can quip. So he's kind of the best by default.
And he's an actual kid. This movie starts and you're like, oh wait, Tobey Maguire's in high school? My number 12 is Spider-Man 3, and I was very tempted. My number 11 is Spider-Man. I was tempted to put Spider-Man 3 above Spider-Man.
All right, my number 12. I feel kind of bad about this, but the criteria of my list when I make this is like, what do I have fun watching?
Sure.
If I were just like flipping through the TV channels, if TV channels were still a thing, and that movie were on, like which of these movies would I rather it be?
For love of the game.
For love of the
Yeah.
So, like how influential it was not a criteria for me. I actually have Evil Dead.
Oh, you bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
I'm not a horror movie guy.
Well, I remember for the longest time I know you love Evil Dead 2, but am I right that you had never watched the original because you knew it was a straight horror movie?
Yeah. I just wasn't that interested.
Was this your first time watching it? Oh, okay.
I'd seen it once before.
Okay.
I thought, yeah.
Where do I have Evil? I have Evil Dead at number 7.
I think I could appreciate it a bit more now.
Yeah, that's the strange thing about this movie. For me, when I'm watching it, I'm not watching the story of a group of kids that go to a cabin and slowly get corrupted by evil. I'm watching the story of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell torturing themselves to make a low-budget horror movie at a cabin.
Yes.
And I love it for that. But there are some moments that are genuinely creepy, though. There are some like actual horror moments that work.
Queen of Spades.
Like when Ash's sister, she's facing the window and they're guessing the cards and she's not facing them and she starts guessing them. Like that's actually scary.
Yes.
One of the few moments it's actually scary, but most of the movie I'm watching, and this is something nobody talks about, but Sam Raimi did George Lucas this film. If you watch an HD version of it, he cleaned up some of the effects.
This guy was a real turd, you know, everybody hated him. This guy was a real turd, you know, everybody hated him.
No one ever talks about that the way they talk about like George Lucas cleaning up the original trilogy.
People are psychotic about Star Wars, and I think people would have been more generous with George Lucas and the Star Wars edits if it were just cleaning up special effects.
That's true.
But he actually changed shit around.
Yeah.
You think I had a choice?
No, and this all Sam Raimi did was clean up some of the effects, which even for me that's too much because like I was saying, that's the charm in watching this movie is seeing all the cracks, seeing it like it's like you're watching the behind the scenes while you're watching the actual movie. And that's kind of interesting to me.
It's a genuinely creepy idea. Your friends get possessed.
Yeah, I mean it's so simple, but yeah, go to a cabin in the woods, one by one they get possessed. You have to not just kill your friends, but hack them into tiny pieces.
One thing I will say, what I love about the Evil Dead demons, I absolutely love this about the monsters. They don't really seem that concerned with killing you.
Oh no.
They just like fucking with you.
Yeah, this is fun for them.
Like there appears to be no restrictions on when they can possess somebody, right? Like, it seems like they could have just possessed all of them instantly, but they chose not to. It's like that one scene when Ash is fighting, I forget if it's a sister or, I think it's a sister, but Linda, who's also possessed, she's just sitting on the ground laughing about the whole fucking thing.
That's another creepy visual, the look of her. She has like this baby doll makeup on.
Yeah,
She's just giggling.
I appreciated this more on my second viewing.
Okay.
This is the second time I've watched it, so yeah.
It is like, you can tell, because there's a certain point where basically Bruce Campbell's the only one left. And that's the point where you can tell they started to get a lot more creative with the filmmaking. Like when he's wandering around that cabin, the last like act of the movie, there's all these like bizarre angles. There's a part where the camera's like behind him and it goes like over the rafters and then in front of him, so the camera's upside down. They're getting really like creative and experimental. And it's like, that's because the pressure is off of them, because there's not like
the cast isn't sitting around.
A dozen other people waiting, like covered in gunk. Like
it's just me and my best friend since high school,
who I know I can torture.
Yes.
So that's like I say, it's like you're watching the behind the scenes while watching the movie. So you see them become better filmmakers by the end of the movie.
It's super interesting, and I appreciate it. I want to make that clear. It's just if I'm just talking about pure entertainment value, there's other movies on this list I just have more fun watching.
And this like Crime Wave is another one, an interesting one to like dive into the making of it. I don't know if it's still in print. There's a book called The Evil Dead Companion that goes over everything. And like what a grueling experience. So it just kept going.
Yeah.
They thought they'd be there for like, I don't know, it was like a week or 2 weeks or something. And it just kept going.
Ow!
Making a movie is a nightmare.
Making movies, and what I always say though, whenever we've made anything, even when it gets tough, there's always this part in the back of my mind that's thinking like, at least this isn't as bad as the making of Evil Dead. Everything you read about this movie, it really sounds like just this unending, grueling experience.
So I just thought when we'd just throw crap out on the floor going, I guess that's sort of like the way it was. I had no clue it would even cut together.
Are people actually supposed to think this is real?
But all the creativity of like the camera work, strapping a camera to 2x4s and pushing them through windows, like.
Should we talk about some of just like the things that make a Sam Raimi movie a Sam Raimi movie?
Oh, sure.
Because you got like the things like he likes the slow pan. That happens in here. Mm-hmm. You got your crazy zooms.
Yeah, the snap zooms.
Because what I noticed, and I guess I didn't really notice it much before watching them all. He really loves the it's either, I don't know if it's a truck or a zoom and twist.
Yeah, he does a lot of that. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out in Spider-Man, when he confronts the guy that killed Uncle Ben, or who we think killed Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
until we get to Spider-Man 3. He's like shoving his head through a couple windows. And it starts on one window, he shoves his head through, and then dollies over to the next window. He does that exact same gag in Darkman, when Darkman's being tortured in his lab before he gets killed. It's like, oh, it's that same thing. He loves to do where a montage, every shot of the montage is the same technique. Like Army of Darkness, there's that whole part when he's building the mechanical hand.
Yeah.
Every shot in that montage is a snap zoom.
Well, this man, okay, Sam Raimi is the master of the montage.
Yes.
Because it's not just that, he also does sometimes where he'll like kind of pan around one person, but the background's like changing around them during the montage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's very like old-fashioned. It feels like something you'd see in like a 50s movie or something. Because that's what Sam Raimi grew up on.
Yeah.
But it looks so corny that people don't do it now. But that's what makes it charming when he does it.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Repetition is another reoccurring thing as far as the shots go. There's that part in Send Help when the guy's sitting on the beach and it just does that same dolly across his face, showing the passing of time as he gets more and more miserable.
When people think of the classic montage, they think of like, was it Rocky IV?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Playing some kind of hit song written for the movie
with
just a lot of workout scenes. he elevates the montage to just a work of its own art form. He has a clear, what I'm saying is, he has a clear visual language.
Yes, and pacing too, the pacing of the edits.
I also wrote down, I know what this is referencing, Tree Rape Donald Farmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That feels like some sort of weird fetish thing.
Yeah.
I know Sam Raimi himself has said that went too far, which is why when they do the tree attack in the second movie, it's not as graphic.
He was a kid. He thought he was being edgy.
Yeah, you make it an exploitation movie.
Yeah.
This is a thing that people will remember. I mean, it worked. When you think about this movie, you think of that scene. So it was definitely effective in that regard, but it also feels like more mean than a lot of his other stuff does. That's something else to point out with his movies is I would call them more mischievous than ever like mean.
Yeah.
Or dark. Unless you're talking about like The Gift, but that's a drama.
He's great at doing monsters, but I usually don't get the feeling he's actually trying to scare you. He just thinks this stuff is cool.
Yeah, he thinks it's fun.
Yeah.
He likes grossing you out a little bit here and there.
Yeah. Did this movie invent cabin in the woods, that trope? Is that all just from this?
I know there were movies that took place in cabins before this, but the slasher movie trope of kids go to a cabin, get hacked up. I think Roger Ebert used to call these spam in a cabin movies because they're not characters, they're just meat. And there's probably literally spam used for gore in this film. There's everything else. There's cottage
Play-Doh.
cheese. Everything is in this film. Every bodily fluid is multicolored.
Some of the gore, even though it's very cheesy and not at all realistic, still makes me sick.
Oh yeah, because it's
end of
just
this
so
movie.
excessive.
Yes.
Towards the end, when they start leaking like oatmeal out of their sleeves, like it's just gross.
It makes me a little bit ill.
I like the stop motion stuff near the end. That's like creative and kind of fun that they did that on such a low budget.
It's kind of disgusting. I don't know. Other things I want to say about this movie. It's the ugliest Necronomicon. By ugliest, I mean the most boring Necronomicon. I don't like the look of the book in this.
It's probably the most realistic looking though.
Yes.
Because it's so janky. If it was like this old thing that was just like had human flesh stretched on it, it would dry and crack and look like this.
When I watch Sam Raimi schlock, I don't want realistic.
That's true. He perfected that more as he went along.
Right.
He's still learning here.
Yeah,
Everybody's still learning.
Also, I think the idea of a tape recorder reciting the words from the book, Unleashing the Evil, that's really just a fun and clever idea. Like, the recording is what said the magic words. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Well, our characters aren't going to be able to read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just an excuse to get the action moving. The only other thing I'll say about Evil Dead, as much as I love Bruce Campbell, not very good or interesting in this film.
He didn't discover what he does well yet.
Well, no, they all knew what he did well. They made short films together long before this, and they were slapsticky.
So he's got his asshole attitude in those. I've never seen the shorts.
It's more so the slapstick stuff, the physical stuff.
Hey. He does get knocked into a lot of shelves in this.
My favorite is when he gets falls into a shelf, falls on the ground, and there's like one tiny piece of wood on him, but he can't get up for whatever reason from that one little piece of wood.
Look, getting knocked into the shelf took a lot out of him. Okay?
I guess he's just winded.
He's just completely winded. I'll accept that.
Okay.
But that's my number 12, and I feel kind of bad about it. I feel kind of bad about it.
I think that's a fair ranking.
Okay.
But it's hard for me to talk about this movie as an actual movie, because to me it doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like a trial run from a young person kind of learning as they go.
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't know, if you watch Evil Dead and actually like it as a horror movie and find it scary, comment below, because I'm very curious.
Stephen King did.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that got this movie so popular.
Yeah.
Got a nice pull quote from
Sam Raimi owes his career to Stephen King.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you do that for? It's just getting good.
I just don't want to hear it anymore, that's all.